Melissa Albano Davis, and I'm here today with Ray Mendez of Merrimack Valley Credit Union. He's the auto advisor, and he's here today to talk to us a little bit about some car buying advice, how to get the best deal for your car if you're going out to purchase a new or used vehicle. So Raymond, you know, I hear things in the news all the time. I mean, I watch TV, I see commercials, and you know, I see things happening on TV ads for car dealerships all the time. And they're always talking about, you know, when you go out to buy a used car, getting a certified used car. And as a consumer, I have no idea, you know, what's the difference between certified? Is that just some made-up marketing term, or you know, is that a real thing? Can you talk to me a little bit about that? What's the difference between a certified used car, a certified pre-owned car, and a used car, and where are you going to get your best deal?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Well, when you're going to go buy a car, and there are different dealerships that have certified vehicles, or just your normal warranty, or maybe a basic warranty, and it's very different. All warranties are different, and there's a reason why they have different warranties, because not all cars can have the same warranty.
Okay.
So when you buy a brand new car, you're gonna have your basic warranty that the car comes with, like with 3 years, 36,000 bumper
right,
to
the
bumper,
factory and
your
all
factory warranty,
yep.
or the 5 years 60 on the powertrain.
Okay.
So when you buy a certified vehicle, and a certified vehicle, you can only buy a certified vehicle if you're buying it from the maker, from the automaker, which if you're buying a Toyota Camry and you're buying it at the Toyota dealership, they're the only ones that can certify that Toyota. So
I can't get a certified Toyota at a Ford dealership?
No, you can't.
Oh, wow.
No.
Didn't know that.
Not unless there is some leftover of the warranty.
Okay.
Other than that, you can't. The reason why is because when the manufacturer decides to certify their own vehicles, it's like they're making the vehicle over again. It's like almost having a brand new vehicle, but it's used already. And they're gonna go through a definitely 160-point inspection, and the guidelines are much higher. So they have to make sure that that vehicle is almost new, that everything and anything works perfect in that vehicle. And not only that, they're going to give you a little bit more warranty than what you usually get on the new one. And it's because they are able to do that because they are the ones that own the vehicle, so they can do whatever they want with their vehicle.
Okay.
So
the key is kind of, you know, if you're buying a certified pre-owned vehicle, that you want to make sure that you're going to the dealership where that car is manufactured.
That is correct. Okay. That's the best way, and they're the only ones that can actually put certify on that vehicle. Great. Other than that, if you go to another dealership, which is not the automaker, and they say certified, it's definitely more like an internal certification that they are doing on that vehicle, which is more like a basic warranty, which is not the real thing. Okay,
great. Good to know. Wish I knew about that a long time ago.
Now you know.
Great.
On the next
now
one,
I know.
you'll come see me. That's what I'm here for. Great.
Yes. Great. So can you actually talk a little bit about that? So I mentioned that you were the auto advisor for Merrimack Valley Credit Union, but
yes.
What do you do? What does an auto advisor do?
Well, I do many things.
Okay.
The first thing I do, I talk to the member. I tell them what my duties are, what the services are all about. And the great thing about this service is a free service.
It's free?
Yes.
Wow.
So, I mean, why wouldn't you take advantage of this? I know that maybe 90% of the people do not like going to dealerships. They feel that they're going to go try to get their tooth pulled. It's like going to the dentist. Right. Nobody likes that. Right. So I would definitely recommend to see me or go to any credit union where they have these services, which is a great service because I will be the one pretty much doing everything that needs to be done in order to buy this vehicle. So you can continue living your normal life, you know, work, kids, and whatever it is that you do in your life, and not have to worry about anything when it comes down to buying the next vehicle, whether it's a new or used.
So you're actually going out there and doing the research for people and helping them, you know, pick their best car and kind of figure out which features they want and all of that? Wow.
Yes, I do all that, and at the same time, I'm educating them as well. Because a lot of people have their goals or their wants and needs might not be realistic, and sometimes it's just a matter of putting it together so that they are able to understand what they're trying to do, and if it's possible, what they're trying to do. So that's where I come and make sure their expectations are being met. and making sure that whatever budget they have, based on their budget, then I'm able to tell them these are your options.
Okay.
So you have options, and I let them decide. Versus when you go to a dealership,
right.
they tell you what works best for them and
right.
not what works best for you. So
right.
when you go with me,
so you're on their side.
I'm on your side. And I'm here, and I'll be there from beginning to end. So basically, I'll take all the information that I need, color, size, gas mileage, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, I gather all that information, and then I go and search for the car for you, and making sure that when I find this vehicle, not only I just don't look at one vehicle, I look at several options. It could be 2 or 3 different options, and then I give you those options, and you decide which of those options will work for you.
What works best.
And once I find the vehicle, then I'll set up an appointment with you at the dealership so we can meet, and basically meet at the dealership, test drive the vehicle like you normally will do.
Okay.
And once you drive the vehicle and you say, well, you know what, Ray, this definitely works for me, it's a great match, then pretty much all the numbers I have already worked, because we have contacts in all these dealerships, so that they are not allowed to play the games that they usually play. And that's a great thing.
So that actually brings me to a good question.
Sure.
So when I'm watching TV and seeing commercials and seeing all of the, the billboards that are up and hearing it on the radio and all of the different ads from the dealerships,
yes.
And this is probably more about new cars versus pre-owned or used cars, but when I'm seeing all of these, the ads and promotions, I see 0% financing all the time. People are always out there saying, come in and buy a new car today, and it seems to be certain months of the year sometimes, and they say, we'll give you 0% financing. Now, I just think that's, as a consumer, I mean, how could you do better than 0%, right? Aren't I getting a great deal at that point?
You could be getting a great deal. It all depends how you go about it. And, I mean, dealerships are going to try to do whatever is in their power to get you into the dealership. And it's not saying that they're lying. I mean, you will get 0%, but you will be paying for the 0%. Because let's say they are advertising 0%, and you go to the dealership and you ask them, oh, I saw the advertisement on the TV, or I heard it on the radio, and I like to take advantage of that 0%, and they're going to love you, because now their job is cut off, it's already done. They know what you want, and basically, okay, so if that's what you want, there's not a problem. Here's the car, sign the papers, and you're ready to go.
Right, because I think I got a great deal, right? Because I got 0%.
Because 0% in your mind, you're getting a great deal, but on paper, you're not getting a great deal, because now it's, you're paying all the money for the vehicle. So you're paying whatever the manufacturer's suggested price is, which is the sticker price. And once you pay all the money, that means that the 0%, the interest, you're already paying it on the price of the car, because you're paying all the money. So you're paying it up front. So
so it's packaged into the price of the car. It's
correct.
Just called something different at that point.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. So it's technically 0%, but it's somewhere that, there's still a cost somewhere. There's still the same amount of cash is coming out of pocket.
Not unless you're able to get some type of discount from the car, then now it will definitely be a better deal.
Okay.
Yes.
So at that point, would you tell people to keep negotiating, or
yes.
is that kind of the best they can do?
Yes, I would tell them, if they're not with me, if they decide to go on their own, which I don't recommend, then I would say that they will definitely need to negotiate on the price of the vehicle. Okay. If not, then if they're not able to do it, or if they don't want to do it, then I would just not take the 0%. I would just take the interest rate that the credit union is giving me, and then have them discount the car. Okay.
So even though technically it's, it looks like a higher % on paper, it's a better deal because they're getting a better price on the car, which just works out.
Yes, you're getting the discount on the vehicle, which makes the 3% or whatever it is that you're getting at the time almost like 0%, because now you're getting the two of the best. Okay. You're getting the best price, and you're getting the best rate.
So people really have to do their homework before they go shopping.
A lot of homework.
Yeah, because you can't get a little piece of paper out and start doing that math at the table.
They can't go Google it or read the book. The best thing you can do is come find me, and I'll take care of that.
Okay, perfect. You'll do all the research, all the homework.
Everything for all the legwork. and I'll be there with them from beginning to end.
That's awesome.
It's almost like having your own lawyer, and you don't have to pay no money.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Now, what about it? Kind of the end part. I mean, right? You go to the dealership, you do a test drive, you look around at all of the vehicles. You could be there for hours, right?
Yes,
I mean, you could be all day, and you're getting hungry, and maybe you need coffee, maybe you just need a nap at that point, or your kids are getting antsy, and you're tired. You just don't want to do it anymore. And then sometimes they start throwing out a couple little extras. Do you want something to protect the paint? Do you want something to protect the seats? You're going to need this extra warranty. Do you want some tinting on your sunroof, or whatever that might be? What do you do at that point? Do you get those extras?
Hopefully, if you're with me, you're not going to be there many hours. And if you're not with me, then definitely all those things are some of the products. They are worth it. It's just a matter of getting the best price on those products.
Okay.
And I would just try to continue negotiating all the way from beginning to end until you out of there, until you're already done.
Okay.
So a lot of these products that they offer is more of a perception. They're making you think that there's protection. There is no such a thing as protecting from bird droppings and sea traps and all these environmental stuff that happens in the world on Earth. But the thing is that it could be a limited protection, but it's not worth all that money that they're charging. I would definitely stay away from that, and definitely will consider it unless they're able to give me a very good deal on that in any of those products.
Okay.
That's what I would suggest.
Great.
And if you need it, and if you can afford it as well.
Right.
Yeah, all those things have to.
And start to, and at least have done the math, before you get there, so you know what's in the budget.
Or have them write them like on a piece of paper and all the products and the prices and whatever, and think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Separate it. Don't mix. Don't put all of them. Don't mix your price and your monthly payment with all these products, because it's just going to be confusing. And by the time you know it, you're going from $300 to $400 a month, because now they're saying it's only $20 extra a month. It's only $20 extra here, and that $20 could end up being thousands of dollars. So you have to be very careful when they use the term monthly payment and $20 extra. You wanted that $20. I want to know what $20 is going to amount to.
Okay.
At the end.
Right, because you want to know what the total, what the total is.
Focus on the total. $20.
You could have a very big number that could get spread into $20 payments.
That's correct. $20 could be nothing. Anybody probably can't afford $20, but that $20, what does it turn out to be? Oh, it's $3,000, so it's not just $20.
Right. And you say, is the paint really worth, an extra $3,000?
Correct. You want to pay $699 for product protection, for paint protection, when it's only nothing but Scotch-Guard.
Right.
It's just a simple wax that they put on the paint, and might last you a few months, and they tell you it can last you years. Right. And it's definitely not the best product that I wouldn't buy it myself. But there are people that see the value on it. Then, as long as you get a good deal on it, then I guess it's okay to buy it. Right. Other than that, I wouldn't buy it.
Well, I certainly wish I had met you years ago when I was looking at, my last car and a couple of friends' cars, because you could have saved us a lot of money, by having that. This is information that people don't really have,
But now you know me. Now I'm sure this is not going to be the last car. You're going to be buying many cars. So
exactly.
I'm sure you can
and I will come to you first. I will not be going alone.
And you will see that you're going to be not only time, but thousands of dollars, which is anybody can use that.
Well, is there any other information that I didn't ask you? Anything else that you would tell me as I'm going to the dealership and going to make that first purchase? Basically, it's all about
focusing on the bottom line. Don't lose focus of the bottom line. No matter what they tell you, no matter what they do or what they offer you, what is the bottom line? Okay. And what I would probably suggest that people should do, if they're not, if I'm not with them and they decide to try to do it on their own, which I don't recommend, why not take advantage of the free service that the credit union is offering? It's just much better. But if you think you can beat it and you think you can do it, or there might be people out there that love this, not too many, but there are some, then I will focus on the final number. Okay. and try to do everything, like negotiate everything with the out the door number, meaning your tax, tag, title, dealer fees.
Oh, right, because you don't think about all of those
Correct.
things as you're going through the process.
Correct. So
yeah.
that way, it's everything.
Okay.
You know, it's not just the payment, it's not just the price of the vehicle. Now everything is included. So when you do this, you're able to have a better control and better sense of what you can afford and what you're going to do. Because now you can say that you agree on $300 a month, but now you have to consider that at the end you have to pay your taxes, your dealer fees, your registration, title, and all that amounts to thousands of dollars.
Right,
and that will make your payment go up.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'm glad that I met you today, and you know that we could have this conversation. And thank you. I really appreciate you being able to provide that level of information. You're very helpful to people out there.
That's what I'm here for.
Shopping for cars, whether they be new or used.
That's what I love doing.
Great.
Thank you.
So I'm Melissa Albano Davis, and this is Ray Mendez here with Merrimack Valley Credit Union. And thank you for being here for auto buying advice.